Meteorologist Colleen Campbell, it has been breezy out there today, which has been kind of nice if you've been outside watching all the sports with the kids.
Yes, absolutely, Courtney. It really feels good when the sun goes down and you get that nice, refreshing breeze. Yes, it's still humid and, it's Florida weather, so warm, but that breeze definitely helps out. So why has it been so breezy? Well, we have an area high pressure to the north of us that's pretty strong. And then we also have an area low pressure that, if you remember, has been watched the last couple of days to see if it would turn tropical. Right now, the National Hurricane Center did remove that chance, basically brought it down to zero. It was already low at 10%, but that area is kind of working against this area, high pressure, and it's creating what's called a tight pressure gradient. Basically, we have breezy winds that will be with us all throughout the weekend. Now, I did want to point out this area low pressure that's also being watched by the National Hurricane Center has a low probability of forming, but we're going to get into that one as well. But yes, the breezy winds would be due to those two areas, one of high pressure, one of low pressure, working against one another. All right, so here's the latest on the tropics. Let's start with this one because it's coming off the coast of Africa. It looks pretty healthy. We could have a system spin up from that. Where it wants to go, we still have plenty of time to watch this one. When it's that far off, hundreds of thousands of miles away, we have about a week to watch it and see where it wants to go. But I will say the models are in favor of seeing this thing curve, taking that famous recurve now that most of these systems have just basically rode along. So we will see what happens with that one. 60% chance of development within the next week. Now, here's that area low pressure that was just tagged today. Doesn't necessarily have a percentage on it for development, but it's low enough where they're just watching it, have that X on the spot just to see what that does. Also, that area low pressure that's out around the Bahamas, that's the one we have been watching as well. Both likely will not turn into tropical systems. It's just too windy out. Here's a closer shot. You can kind of see that rotation there where a low pressure system is placed. But again, no major threats to us, and that's the one that we're really going to be keeping our eye on. That area in orange highlighting where it could form into a tropical system. All right, so walking through futurecast here, if you remember, we had a weather impact alert for today. It was supposed to end at 7 o'clock, but we did trim it a little bit early because we just haven't seen tons of rainfall. Yes, it's been a little bit rainier than the last couple of days, but it's not too much where it's crazy enough where we're ruining any plans here. Just be aware that you will see those showers and storms for the next couple hours. This is at 11 o'clock tonight where things really start to quiet down and those showers fade away. We will have an isolated pour out there. Rolling into tomorrow morning, we start off fairly dry as we did for today, perhaps a few more clouds. Easterly winds still blowing in. That will allow these showers and storms to start off around the East Coast, travel to our interior locations. This is at 3:30 tomorrow, and then head off to the coast. Same pattern for Monday as well. But here's the problem. It's been very, very windy outside, and this is not good for those boaters. We have gusts close to 30 miles per hour at times, sustained speeds 10 to 20 miles per hour. The marine forecast, there's a small craft advisory that's in effect for today and going into tomorrow, basically until Sunday evening, because it's just too choppy out there, especially for those smaller vessels. Here closer to home, again, we have some rain. Most of it's across our interior locations, Polk County, Highlands County. Not everybody's seeing it, although some folks are getting a nice pour over on the county line in Polk County and right around Lake Placid, Sarasota, and Manatee counties also seeing those isolated downpours at this time. Temperatures are in the lower 80s with that nice breeze. We have some upper 70s, if not that. The Gulf is sitting at 84. And finally, on your 7-day forecast, hey, we have the Lightning home opener coming up on Thursday. So we like how the rain chances are going lower and lower. In fact, Monday looks like it will be the soggiest day of the week so far. We have a front that's dropping in later on this week, and that will help dry us out.
Now, sponsored by Advent Health, this is 10 Sports.